Landed right on the shoulder.
Hawk tour.
Yeah. Let's do it again.
What the fuck is up? Welcome back to the Tomahawk Talk pod. As always, I'm your man, Jeb Mays, and a little light crew today, a little throwback to the OG days. It's me and Jose. Jose, what's going on, buddy?
How's it going, man? All good over here.
I just got my check back from doing jury duty, so I'm probably thinking about retiring in the near future.
Yeah, that sounds good, man.
Yeah, it's whole $12, so was told not to spend it in one place. But we do have a little bit of breaking news.
We do.
It was just reported, I believe, what was it, 2 hours ago? No, it wasn't even an hour ago. It was 42 minutes ago that Orlando Arcia and the Colorado Rockies, Jesus Christ, this dude is fucked, are closing in on a deal. There has been no word on whether this is I'm guessing this is a major league deal? I'm assuming?
I guess so.
Fuck him. I could give a shit less.
Look, I mean, Braves legend, happy for him all day. I just think Orlando's cooked. Like, seriously cooked. His bat's not good. He's not fast. His defense has been bad this year, so I mean, I'm pulling for him. I hope he turns it around in Colorado.
I mean, I'm not one. I think everybody, as long as they are willing, I think they should work. And they should be able to, it's their prerogative to collect a paycheck, but there are much better people, I think, in organized baseball that could be collecting a paycheck than Orlando Arcia. And I know Matt Olson Burner and I don't know his name, but he's like Extreme Chop Stress or whatever. I know they're going to be coming at me saying, oh, what about Bryce Elder? Well, Bryce Elder basically shoved his fucking cock down my throat when I started talking shit about him. So
He did.
if only Orlando would have done that with Atlanta, but he didn't. I digress. But I think we all knew it was going to be a Marlins or Rockies situation.
Yep. Marlins, Rockies, White Sox, Savannah Bananas, one of those, you know.
Savannah Bananas. The Texas Titty Suckers. Oh gosh. Well, we haven't been back. I mean, we kind of figured that during a rain delay, or not a rain delay, but you get a game rained out. There's no point in doing a podcast for 2 games. There's nothing to really cover. So, I mean, we can kind of run over the National Series a wee bit. I mean, Braves lose both games. They looked like shit in both games. Strider came back, and I did not watch this game, but from what I heard, it was not his best work.
Yeah, from what I remember that game, his fastball, it looked okay. Like, he got up to, I want to say, like 97, but I did see a lot of 93, 94, which is to be expected. Like, it's his first start back in like a month, and before that, like a year. So, to be honest, like, I wasn't expecting 6 shutty, 7 shutty. I wasn't expecting a vintage Strider start. It's just what you would expect to see for a guy just coming back off of a major injury, you know? Nothing really good happened that game for the Braves.
Yeah, they only scored 3 runs. And
Matt Olson homered.
yeah, all 3
That's
of
about
those
it.
were in the second inning. So, yeah, he went 4 1/3, gave up 4 earnings, 3 strikeouts. I did see where he tipped his cap to Bryce Elder, where he said that Bryce was throwing the ball really well, and it kind of hurt him to come up, and he's been doing shit. So I thought that was really cool of him to say that. Hashtag
Yeah,
Big
man.
Texas. Love Big Texas.
Strider's a good dude.
Yep. And then the Thursday game, I mean, they lost this one in extras. I don't even know. I mean, it was a it was just a whole fucking bloodbath from the start. I mean, the Braves scored 2 in the first, and then the Nationals responded with one in the bottom of the first, and then 4 in the bottom of the second. AJ Smith-Shawver, he didn't. I don't want to say he didn't look bad, but he was just hanging a lot of shit in the middle of the zone.
Yeah, the Nationals definitely tagged him for a few runs. I think he went like 3 innings, 7 earnings.
Mm-hmm.
Only K'd one.
Yep. He was pumping like 98, but it was like right down fucking Broadway. So
Yeah.
and the split was hanging a little bit. So I'm not. I mean, it's growing pains. The dude's 22 years old, and it was a rainy, muggy day in Washington on a pretty much honestly a game that they did not look like they wanted to be a part of. Both teams, if I'm being honest.
Seriously. I mean, there were still a couple of positives. Matt Olson, Marcelo Zuna homered.
Yep.
I think it was like back to back in the first inning,
Yep.
if I'm
It
not
was.
mistaken. But other than that, man,
Yeah.
we got swept
I,
in a 2-game series by the Nats. Like,
yeah.
there's just nothing good to say.
Well, and take that with a grain of salt. The Nats are fun. The Nats are a good baseball team. They're not a. They're not a. I mean, this might come back to haunt me. I don't think they're a wild card team, but I think they're going to be a really fun team to watch, and I think they're going to be an exciting team, and I think they're going to be a tough team. They may be a
I think
wild
so
card
too.
team. I mean, they've got decent pitching. They've got a good core group of young position players that are very talented. But I think they're still a year away. I think next year is when you really have to like watch out for them because I think if they, get that one big bat and maybe a number 2, number 3 veteran starter, I think it's watch out time for the Nationals.
For sure. Like, they have a lot of fun pieces. Like, CJ Abrams has been
James
killing it.
Wood.
Dude destroyed us that series, seriously. Like, I think he homered multiple times. James Wood, um, like, he's super fun to watch. Like, he's a stud. So, man, the Nats are going to be a tough team the next couple of years.
Yeah. And you know what else is going to be tough? Jose climbing out of this 30-point lead that I have in fantasy this week.
Hey,
It is day one.
it's day one, baby.
It's day one. Nah, I mean that's really all I gotta say about the National Series. Is it was just blah, nothing really.
Yeah, I mean, there isn't really anything else to say. It's the Nats series. It was pretty underwhelming for the Braves.
Yeah. So we'll start with the Padres series, Game 1, Friday. Very fucking exciting game.
It was.
Disappointing fucking end. Terrible fucking end. But damn, was this a good game to watch and tune into. And I know, we'll get into it. I know what you're thinking. So, this was the aforementioned Ronald Acuña Jr. comeback game. And buddy, first fucking pitch, this dude just never missed a beat. Just hit one deep into right center. Or, I'm sorry, left center.
That pitch was crushed, man.
Yeah. But you gotta have some
115 off the bat.
cock and balls to throw Acuna a first pitch 93 mile per hour fastball down and in,
Yep.
where you can just drop the barrel on it.
Yep. I
Um,
mean, bold move. Acuna just crushed the shit out of that pitch. I don't really remember anything else that happened that game, to be honest with you. The first inning happened, and then it's all gray after that. But man, that first inning was fun.
Yeah. Sale went 7. Dude, Sale has been fucking. He has been absolutely nasty the past couple. His past, what, 6 starts? He has been
Yeah,
the Cy Young from last year.
yeah, he's really
Sale
turning
went.
around.
Sale went 7. Gave up one Ernie, one walk to 6 Ks. You've got to win this fucking game. Your ace goes out there and basically throws 7 shutty. I mean, he gave up the one, but he goes out there, throws 7, giving up one and 6 Ks, and you can only muster one run, and it was off of your superstar who was out for a year hitting a home run, and you can't muster anything off of Nick Pussyfoot Pavetta.
Literally first at bat of the game, and then after that, the bats just went cold. Like Acuna got another single, and Verdugo got 2 hits. Granted, Albies had a good series. He also had a
Yeah,
hit. Michael Harris had a hit, but I mean, the offense was just dog shit after the first inning. Like there was just nothing going for the Braves.
which Pussy Pussyfoot Pavetta does have some good stuff. I mean, he throws that curveball and it just falls off a table, but dude, it's like he every time he'd throw a curveball, he'd throw 3 more in a row, and then it'd be a fastball. It felt
Yeah, man.
like. Um, but yeah, Daysville came in, gives up a hit, a walk, strikes out a guy for an inning, and then Rozelle comes in. I am, I think I am pro get Rozelle out of the fucking closer role, and let me tell you why. He has done great, and I'm not calling for him to be shot to the fucking sun like we all were with Orlando, but I think if you saw the tweet that CJ put out, where he said that he thinks that Rysel is doing this because of his tempo, because he's a pretty quick pitcher and he works quickly. He thinks he's working a little too quickly. And I don't have the stats pulled up in front of me, but the slider has also been a problem too. So I think if you put him in the 7th inning role, maybe the 8th inning, and slide Daysbell into the closer role, until Rysel can kind of get his fucking shit together. I think that would be the move. Obviously, I'm just a fucking criticizing fan, but I just think it would make the most sense.
I mean, it makes sense to me, honestly. Like Rysel. Last time I saw his baseball savant page, I think his breaking ball run value was like first percentile, so like
That's
literally
fucking
worse in the
awful.
league. His slider has just been really bad this year. He hasn't been able to locate it. He's given up a lot of hard hits off of it. So, I mean, I don't know how effective he could be just going fastball change because his change is pretty solid. But I mean, brother, you got to figure it out. Like, this is
Also,
just not it.
also shout out Boof. I'm pretty sure he had was it Scott Blewett he was talking about where he was like, we have this dude just counting toenails in the bullpen.
Man, Booth is a great account on Twitter. Y'all
Dog,
should really follow him, man.
I don't know how that dog don't have a lot more followers. That dude, he's
That dude
so
is funny
fucking
as hell.
hilarious. So shout out Boof. Shout out. Saturday game. That was a little bit more fun. It was a little bit more
Actually,
fun of a game.
there's just one more thing to talk about on the Friday game.
Oh, yeah, fuck, I forgot.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can't let that go. The ninth inning, man, started out pretty promising.
Yeah, it did.
So Verdugo got a single. Sean Murphy grounded out. Eli White got to second. And then Ozzy Albies got that single, but Eli White, right before he got to third, turned back, tried to go to second, and got thrown out at second base.
So I want to hear your take on it first.
So I saw some people blaming Tui that day, and honestly, I don't see how it could be Tui's problem just because Tui put both his hands up, like stop at third base. Um, like I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think Eli White just had a mental fuck up. Like he saw that and maybe he got into his head too much. He second guessed himself and thought the ball was caught. And man, that was just very unfortunate because you could kind of feel like a comeback happening. The Braves were starting to
Mm-hmm.
put something together. And then after he got thrown out of second, the just the air got deflated out of Truist
Yeah.
Park, and you just felt
Yeah.
like, all right, this game's over.
They started booing. I mean, that was to
They
end the
did.
game. They started booing. That's hilarious.
They did.
Um, so my take is I'm on the same page where I saw some people blaming Tui, and I saw people blaming Eli White, and I saw people calling for Eli White's job. Kevin, I think it's
Yeah,
Keneally. Um, I like him. Like I think he posts some great stuff. I think he's got some good content, and he brings up some good points. He's a great follow on Twitter. But he was like calling for Eli White's job and saying that like Kelnick was his replacement. I was like, let's pump the fucking brakes, buddy. I was like, Eli White
yeah,
brings a little bit more to the table than Kelnick.
yeah,
I was like, it's not Tui's fault because as you mentioned, Tui put up both hands. If the ball would have been caught, and I'm pretty sure this is just all human fucking uh what the fuck is the word I'm looking for? Habit, all human habit. You're going to point like get the fuck back, get back. You're going to point.
for sure.
Tui didn't point. He just kind of threw the stop sign up because it was a ball straight to center field. So I don't think it was Tui's fault. And Eli White, I don't know why people are calling for his job. I mean, he is a Ben's Pool Noodle Series MVP winner. That's pretty much like the gold card in the MLB, where like you cannot get fired. But no, for real though, I think it's one of those nights. Like he just had a fuck up. All the guys have them.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Michael
The only thing that
Harris.
sucked is it was in the ninth inning and it cost us the game. But
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
like I can't blame Tui. He put both his hands up, and actually, if you saw the other angle of it, Tui put both his hands up, and then when Eli White turned around,
He is like, what the fuck?
he was like, "What the
Yeah.
fuck are you doing?"
Yeah. Well, and you're not in this predicament if Rizal doesn't hang a fucking slider.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
So just tough way to end that
it's
game, man.
it's easy to point at Eli White, but there's no guarantee that Eli White gets to third. They're probably gonna hold him. I mean, it wasn't hit deep. I think we had one out. Who's to say who was the next batter? Harris, I think.
Michael Harris.
Who's to say he doesn't ground out into a double play? I mean, you could
And
point fingers. I mean, at like Eli, but I mean, Rozell's been shit. Snit had no business, in my opinion, bringing him into that game with as shit as he's been.
and granted, when I look back at it, the ball that Michael Harris hit in the ninth inning to end the game, he hit it right at the shortstop, so it very well could have been a double play to end the game. So I mean, just tough way to end the game.
You can, the you win as a team, you lose as a team. I mean, there are multiple factors
Yeah.
why they lost. It was not just Eli White.
Yeah. No, I mean the offense was just stagnant the whole game after the Ronald homer. So it the way I look at it is if you leave it to the last couple of outs, you probably don't deserve to win that game. Like at the end of the day.
Which we've seen this team do that. Like they've been the comeback kids in like 2018 or 2019 when they like led the league. I think they led the league like 3 or 4 straight years and just comeback wins. And there was times where you turned into the TV and they were losing in the eighth or ninth, and you're like they're coming back.
Yeah.
Like, but anyways, enough on that shit. I don't want to talk about it.
Reminds me of what Chip Carey used to say all the time, our old
Swinging
friend.
a drive.
The Braves don't always win, but they give you a good finish.
Hey. A little good finish action, huh? I'm a little good finish, huh? You know what? You know what gives me a good finish?
What's that, Jeb?
When I am chewing on Chinook Seedery sunflower seeds.
I mean, Chinook Seedery sunflower seeds are very good. What do you
Can
like
you?
about them, Jeb?
Oh, me? What do I like about them? Well, I like that they're low in sodium. You know, every time you eat them, your lips don't crack and you feel like you're just sucking on a salt rock. I fucking
Hmm.
hate that. It's so bad. They've got so many good flavors, too. Have you ever
They do.
heard of a cinnamon toast sunflower seed? Well, Chinook
I have.
Seedery has it, and it's gas. Lemon pepper, parm pepper, original for all you vanilla boys out there who don't like to change up anything. They've got original for you. They got dill pickle, they got barbecue, jalapeno ranch, hatch chili. They got it all. And
Parm
you can,
pepper was my go-to for a good
yep,
minute there, and then I switched to
yep.
jalapeno ranch, and
I'm,
that one's been
I'm,
doing it for me.
I'm a little baby bitch, and I thought it was a little too hot for me.
Yeah, man. But
But
they're not like those gas station sunflower seeds. They
yeah,
don't make
no,
your lips bleed after eating a couple of them. Super tasty, low in sodium. Give them a try.
yeah, you can give them a try at
That's at ChinookSeedery.com.
chinookseedery.com. Yes, chinookseedery.com.
And by the way,
And Jose, what were you saying?
I was just going to say, by the way, they were nice enough to give us an affiliate code TTP at checkout for 10% off.
This is true. This is true. Yes, and you would get 10% off. Get your seeds, bitch. Um, Saturday was pretty fun because they switched up the lineup and it looked like a amazing lineup, and then um they pretty much exploded with offense. Michael King got scratched too, and I was like, there's no way this team doesn't get no hit today. I was like, the Padres are going to throw Johnny Holstaff, and the Braves are just going to absolutely shit in their hands. And they proved me wrong. They proved me wrong. Ronnie hit another bomb. I'm telling you, if we did a loser series MVP, Ronald would get it.
For sure.
He absolutely did amazing. Drake Baldwin, another 3-hit game. They slid Baldwin into the 2-hole, and I loved it.
Love him in the two hole.
Loved every single minute of it. Um, but everybody had a hit that game, and Baldwin had 3, Verdugo had 2, and Albies had 2, and Albies had a pretty good series too. He's been
He
heating up,
did. He did. I think he has
and
like a 11 game hit streak.
something like that. But the one bad thing about that is Austin Riley's kind of been dog shit.
He has. He's been making me sad.
Yeah, because Austin Riley is our big thick boy. Um, I hate that we couldn't have Ryan on because he was at the Saturday game. He did end up buying a Grant Holmes jersey that he got custom made, friend of the pod. So Grant also pitched fucking phenomenal. He was so efficient.
He shoved that game.
He had like I swear it was like 10 pitches an inning, and then he finally got to like the 6th inning, and he got to like 80 pitches, and I think he ended the night with like 93 pitches. So he got through 7, gives up 6 hits, 1 Ernie, 1 walk, 6 Ks. Inyel Deal of Meatballs came in, only walked a guy, didn't give up any hits or runs, and then our fucking milk boy, the milk carton man himself, Scott Blewett, came in, and he kind of looked rattled out there. I won't lie. And then Snit was just like, I'm leaving you out here to, like, go fuck yourself. He was like, fuck you. Which I thought it was a little odd. Like, I think they had 2 outs, and he walked both guys. Or maybe they had 1 out, and he walked a guy, K'd a guy. Or he didn't K him, but like it was a very weird situation where he had at least a out or two, and it was like you have a 6-run lead, and you've got 2 outs, and you're getting Pierce Johnson and Dylan Lee warming up in the 9th inning with 2 outs. We could have put Mark fucking Bowman out there, and he probably would have closed it.
Yeah, just glad Scott Blewett got through it. Clean inning.
Hey, bars.
Uh, okay, I'm seeing it now. So he got Jake Cronenworth and Elias Diaz to ground out, and then he walked Luis Campusano and Tyler Wade, and then
Okay, yeah.
he finally got Luis Arias to ground out for the 3rd out.
Okay, yeah. So he had 2 outs, and he had walked 2 guys. I mean, I get sending Cranny out there like that. I would have done, but I wouldn't have been getting 2 of my higher leverage arms up in the bullpen in the 9th inning with 2 outs. Unless he had given up a 3-run bomb right there, then I would have, because I would have let him face like one more batter, and then I'd have pulled the plug.
Yeah.
Up 6, I would have just let him have the free inning, but. Oh, Lord. Well, now we've got yesterday's game. So this will be going out Tuesday. So we are a day late technically, but it was an off day on Monday. Shout out to all the veterans out there who have unfortunately passed away. This is Memorial Day, so we want to thank all of them for their service. But it was weird that the Braves didn't have a game on Memorial Day. It was a little weird.
Yeah.
Who went that game? It was Schwelly. So I thought Schwelly did okay. He only gave up 2 earned runs. The other 2 were, I believe, on the Riley error. And then, or maybe both of them were on the Riley error. But, I mean, he went 7, gave up 7 hits, 2 earnings, and 11 tickets punched. I thought he was fine. And then I'll ask you what you thought on the whole Snit grounds crew stuff. Because I don't know if you've seen the video, but the video is out. And he didn't necessarily blame the grounds crew, per se. But he did kind of insinuate at it a little bit, where he was like, I think it's a bunch of different factors. And I'm just, paraphrasing, I guess. He said, I guess it's a bunch of different factors. Talking about hops or something. And we've seen Nick Allen make 1 error at Truist. And it was a throwing error.
Yeah, that was a little bit weird, I can't lie. I think Mark Bowman was the one that tweeted it.
He wasn't.
And like Snit didn't directly say that he was faulting the ground screw, but you could kind of insinuate, or he was kind of insinuating towards that. If that is what he meant, that's just a baby back bitch excuse, in my opinion, because we haven't seen any visiting third baseman make errors from what I remember. Like, nobody else has really had issues, so I think it's just Austin Riley. A combination of some tough hops and just maybe the yips a little bit with his glove. But I don't think you can really fault the grounds crew for that.
No, Braves have a great grounds crew. Couple of them have been like right at him. Like what the one against the Nationals where it went literally right between his legs. I'm sorry, but that's just a fucking dumbass play. And then the one where he like laid it and it hit him in the arm or hit him in the chest. Who was that against? The Dodgers, I think, maybe. Maybe it was the National Series where he had because he had multiple errors. Yeah, Ronald had a hit in every game this series.
He did.
And I think he didn't have maybe 1 or 2 strikeouts, but one of them was a terrible call. A terrible call. Sunday game, Drake Baldwin went 0 for, but I mean, shit, he can only carry the team for so long.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to get a hit every game. He went 0 for 4 with 1K in the Sunday game.
Yeah.
I think he grounded out into a double play in the first inning.
Yes, and it was just because they called him safe, and then it was like, okay, yeah, we fucked up, so they overturned
Yeah.
it. But yeah, it was weird seeing Drake Baldwin go 0 for 4 because usually we're used to him going, 3 for 4 with like 12 RBIs and
Right.
carrying the offense, But yeah, nothing really. I mean, I thought Schwelly did okay. Dylan Lee, who did he give up that bomb to? Was it Cronenworth?
It was Cronenworth.
Yeah. Once again, Dylan Lee against lefties, I'm telling you, has been dog shit this year. He's got to figure that out. That's the second time Cronenworth. That's the second time Cronenworth's taken him deep this year.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think the opening series of the year, Crone went deep off of Dylan Lee as well.
Yep.
So, crazy. And he only has 4 home runs this year. Half of them are against the Braves.
Jesus. Half of them are against Dylan Lee.
Yeah.
Which, obviously, I think we're all pro Dylan Lee. Like, he's been nasty, but
He has.
he's got I don't know if Snit's misusing him or what, but he has just not had it against lefties. Which is weird because he was nasty against lefties last year.
Yep.
So, Pierce Johnson looked nasty too. That curveball was disgusting.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I stand corrected. I'm looking at it now. So the home run from Cronenworth was actually off of Schwelly in the 7th inning.
That's right.
The home run that Dylan Lee allowed was to Manny Machado.
That's right. Yep, I'm stupid. Because it was an opposite field homer, I believe.
It was, yeah.
Yep,
He went
I'm
deep
stupid.
to right field. It was a fastball right down the middle to Manny.
Okay, disregard everything I said. I'm just a fat, ugly piece of shit.
Yeah, guys. We're just over here reeling off of this series loss. So our head's not exactly all there, but we're doing what we can. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I got a shit really bad too, so we're doing the best we can. So they lose the Sunday game 5-3. It was also kind of which they had the lead too. They had the lead up until the 6th inning,
Yep.
and then it just. I mean, they scored 2 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th, and 1 in the 8th, and that pretty much put the nail in the coffin. Once they tied it in the 6th.
You kind of got that feeling.
Yeah, I knew. As soon as they tied it, I said, yep, this is fucking over. This is done. Who do we play next?
We play the Phillies.
That's correct. In Citizens Bank Park. Fuck the Phillies, first off.
Yeah, seriously.
So when y'all are listening to this, we will be playing the Phillies today. We have Strider going. He's 0-2 with a 5.79 ERA. Versus Strider, luckily everybody does not hit Strider worth a shit except for Brandon Marsh.
Of course.
Brandon Marsh in 13 ABs is hitting 385 with a 1352 OPS. Everybody else is sub 700 OPS versus Strider. However, Strider has looked like dog ass and is coming off the surgery.
Yes.
Yeah. So that will be against Ranger Suarez. Ozzy hits Ranger very well. Ozuna hits Ranger very well. Riley hits Ranger very well. And Luke Williams in his limited plate appearances, has hit Ranger very well. Acuña does not happen to hit him very well.
Sean Murphy has a homer off him.
He
One
does.
homer and 5 at bats.
Yes. I was going more consistent, like plus 7 at bats or whatnot, but I do have a feeling that Murphy will get the start, so that is also something to look out for. On Wednesday, we will have AJ Smith-Shawver versus Zach Wheeler. Nobody has faced AJ Smith-Shawver on the Phillies, so that should be very good. Hopefully the splitter's working for him off of the fastball. And Zach Wheeler has, he's kind of fucked us. I mean, Acuna is really the only one, and Michael, who really have decent success. Austin's got a 750 OPS off of him, which is in 43 at bats, which is acceptable. I mean, for facing a guy one, maybe 2 times a year. And he's faced him over the course of, 4 or 5 years now. So he's hitting 256 with a 700 OPS, 750 OPS. Acuña's hitting 255 with an 867 OPS. And Michael is hitting 263 with a 563 OPS. Jesus. And Riley's hitting 256 with a 754 OPS. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like Zach Wheeler always pitches us pretty well.
It's always he either shoves it up our ass or he shoves it up our ass and then we somehow knock him out of the game in the 7th inning and then they just blow up on the Phillies bullpen.
Yep.
So I've got us down 0-2.
I believe it, man.
I've got us down 0-2. And then the Thursday game will be Christopher Allen Sale versus Christopher Sanchez. Versus Sale, Alec Boehm in 8 at-bats is hitting 375 with an 800 OPS. Do not love that. Nick Castellanos in 46 at-bats is hitting 261 with a 600 OPS. He's seen him the most, too.
Yep.
By far and away. I mean, Harper is hitting 333 in 6 at-bats. Schwarber in 9 at-bats is hitting 444. Jesus Christ, with a 1776. Oh, my God. We've got to figure out a way to get Schwarber out versus Sale. But everybody else...
Schwarber's been pretty insane this year.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting to watch.
He is going to be a... New York Yankee.
Okay.
Nah.
You don't think the Phillies bring him back?
Honestly, I would have said Rangers had they not signed Peterson. I feel like he would have been a good fit for that lineup. But I don't know, man. I mean, Seattle could use him if they could pony up some money. Imagine Schwarber in Seattle with Raleigh and all those guys. That would be disgusting. He's not going to the Dodgers. I don't think he's even going to go to L.A. Pittsburgh won't pony up the money. Cincinnati, I don't think, needs him. Cleveland won't pony up the money. Minnesota won't pony up the money. You've got a point. I think he's staying in Philly.
I could see them bringing him back. He's played really well for the Phillies in his last couple of years with them. So
he's definitely earned that contract. I looked
For
at
sure.
it. the fucking Cubs non-tendered him, and the Nationals picked him up, flipped him to the Red Sox, and then he signed with the Phillies. Since he's been with the... I looked it up the other day. The only year he, had a below league average WRC plus was his last year with the Cubs in 2020, I believe. And the only time he had a negative WRC plus was in 2016 when he tore his ACL or his meniscus or whatever.
Yeah, he's been really good.
Ever since then, it's been above 110 every year.
Yep.
So, I think they'll bring him back. The only thing, dude, is that core is so fucking old.
It's getting up there.
And they are signed until 2050. You're going to tell me you're going to pay a 41-year-old Trey Turner $28 million a year to go play shortstop? No. No. Do not sign me up.
Man. On the bright side, some of the Braves have hit Christopher Sanchez really well.
Yes.
Acuña is 3 for 6 with a homer. Albies is 3 for 6. Stuart Fairchild has a homer off him.
Hey.
Matt Olson is 4 for 12 with 2 homers. Ozuna 4 for 10, OPS of 955. Riley 3 for 6 with a homer. So, I think if we're gonna win a game, it's probably gonna be a Thursday one, if I'm being real.
Is that the Ranger game?
That's this one, the Christopher Sanchez.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd have to go with that one. And I'm gonna say Strider doesn't pitch great just because he's still coming back. And I'm gonna go bold. I'm gonna say AJ Smith-Shawver goes 6 innings. I'm gonna say 5 hits, and I'm gonna say 2 earnings. I'm gonna say he keeps them in the game, but they lose. I'm gonna double down on it. I'm gonna say he strikes out exactly 6. I'm gonna say, what did I say? 6 innings, 6 Ks, 5 hits, 2 earnings.
I'll take that.
Bookmark it. But they lose. I'm gonna say they're still gonna lose.
I would take that.
And then I think Sale probably goes 6 or 7, 8 Ks, 4 hits, 1 or 2 earnings, and they probably fucking lose. 2-1 with a Ronald bomb.
Yeah, that seems to be the way this Braves team is going these days.
Yep. So shout out Matt Olson Burner. Here's your podcast. I might even title this Matt Olson Burner's podcast. Or this one's for you. M-O-B. This one's for you, Mob. The Mob podcast. Oh, God. I can't think of anything else. Acuña's back. RC is gone. That's all I got.
That's pretty much all there is to talk about, man. From what we saw in the Padres series, if Acuña can't save us, it's looking a little rough.
Just blow it up. I mean, I wonder what a Matt Olson, Austin Riley haul would bring.
I wouldn't go that far, but I could definitely, I would definitely like to see what the Braves could do if worst case scenario, we get to the trade deadline, we're still playing like this. Trade Rysel, trade Sale, trade even Ozuna, in the contract year.
I would not. If we're playing this fucking bad come trade deadline, AA's not going to do it, but I wouldn't be. Because, Ben said it last year. We kind of shot ourselves in the foot when we didn't trade Max.
We did.
We were rolling out Whit Merrifield and Gio Urshela and hoping and praying to get to the fucking wild card when we could have I'm not saying we could have gotten a haul like the White Sox did, but we could have definitely gotten a decent piece for Max Fried. For,
For sure.
Trade him to the Padres.
For
Shit.
sure.
Imagine we trade, back to the Padres. Could you imagine, like, getting, I'm just talking shit out of my ass right now, but, like, Leo DeVries, is that his name? I mean, they probably wouldn't have let him go, but could you imagine if we would have gotten that for half a year of Fried?
Yeah, I think that was a miss looking back at it. Like Max, I'm pretty sure everybody knew that he wasn't staying.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, in a year where you're just like going on hopes and dreams into the postseason, I feel like that would have been the situation to deal him at the trade deadline, see what you can get for him.
The
So,
Braves were literally that 16-year-old dog that when you go to your friend's house, you're just like, Jesus. At this point, just shoot him. Just put him out of his misery.
it's better for the long term.
Yeah. But hey, I'm not the GM for a reason. So, um, alrighty. Well, like, subscribe, comment if you've made it this far. Give us a rating. Tell us how we're doing. Let us know if we're doing good. Let us know if we're a bunch of jerk offs who you don't give a shit about. But I guess we will end it there. Deuces.
Peace.